just about set to go now. And today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. And singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
First pitch, 7-11.
Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swings and misses. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. And now it's 3 and 2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Nimmo going back on it. Out of here. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Ryan Reynolds here. Going one. Reynolds hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Fastball is outside. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. 1 out in the top of the 1st. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Ji-Hwan Bae.
And Boog, you and I were talking about him before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Joey Bart stands in now and watches strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there, I tell you what.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. There's the strike. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through it for the K. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now it's Alexander Canario. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Late with the swing there.
I got 1 ball,
2
1
out,
strike.
space is empty. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's upstairs.
That misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nasty forkball for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Mitch Keller.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And it's fouled away.
Ball, that's in.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 1 away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Batting
to
second,
even
the
that
right
count
fielder,
up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Juan Soto now. And there's a ball. And another ball. The 2-0 is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
1 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. This one in the dirt. Soto over at first with 1 away. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
upstairs.
Way to lay off that
Two
fastball
balls, one
up right
strike.
there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Batting fourth.
Here's
the
Brandon
left fielder,
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And a pitch. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Two the count.
In the dirt. He goes down looking. Mets leave one. They trail in this one 3-0. Second inning
Leading off
set
for
to
the
go.
Pirates,
And here's the first baseman,
number 19,
Jared Triolo.
Triolo.
Senga back to work. Pitch
That's the
misses. 1-0.
Ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And
The count
downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Batting eighth. the
G1
center fielder,
Bay
number
digs
3,
in now,
G1
trying to pick up
Bay.
his first knock in the big leagues. Foul ball there. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Popped up, and that's a foul ball. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
That one missed.
2-2
As
the
the
count.
game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns,
He's good.
and as well hobbies listed,
Batting ninth,
just so you
the
can
catcher,
kind of
Henry
small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
So a man at first, and now Henry Davis. Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
Ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
balls, no
There's a
strikes.
ball. And safe.
No, he's in there.
It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second. Runner goes
Ball
again. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. Next pitch in for a strike. 3-1. That one fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run.
Now
that pretty much split the zone
baseman,
down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Adam Frazier. Walked his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Just misses with that one. That's off the mark, and the count's full. Man at first, one away. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Connor Falefa in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's going to be Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
That clips the corner. Keller, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep. And that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty. And that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Batting six.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
McNeil.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Triolo brings it in. 2 down.
Batting seven, the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. That's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. Check
One ball,
swing, no
two
appeal.
strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Top half of the third inning, and now the right fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taylor under it. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated
This
hitter,
is Joey Bart. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Outside low. Now 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. This to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, the third baseman.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first, Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. And a strike.
0-1.
Bart stands at first with 1 out. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Activity in the bullpen. Clay Holmes up and throwing. Next offering way off the plate.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Canario, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Just off the outside edge. That one's in there, and it's 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. This one in the air, right field. And that's out of play, a foul ball. 2 on, 1 out. Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Right side, and foul ball. The other way, and foul ball. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Left field, Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch, out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Triolo.
Jared Triolo will hit next. Struck out looking in his first at bat.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
2 on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Got him swinging. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 4 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Brett Beatty. And the pitch. That's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. That one outside.
Outside.
Ball 1.
Hey!
Popped up, middle of the diamond. Connor Falefa. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
So the batting
Lindor
order turns over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one ripped. Brings it in, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 4-0. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ji-Won Bae. Bae, in his second season, 25 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
Right through there for a strike.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rip towards third. Beatty to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
Now fly ball to right center. Soto going after it. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. And midway in the 4th, it's the Pirates 4 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens, John Chabi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Juan Soto. And that's a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
All over that one right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out swinging his first time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming around third is Soto. He's safe. It's 4-1. So a man aboard. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. And that one is inside. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Vientos.
There's a strike. Alonso at first, one gone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. He popped out his first time. Inside, and that's ball one. Just missed.
Inside.
And another ball. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's the automatic. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And the sweeper is off the plate. And that's a little bit high. And the count now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs. In the dirt, blocked. Rips one to right. And foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. And this game is tied. It's 4-4. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Brett Beatty, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one clips the corner.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. All even now at 4 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching from
We're
the
back,
Mets,
and there's a new arm on the mound to
number
start the
72.
5th. Dedniel Nunez.
Dedniel.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's already homered here in this one.
Kiner-Falefa.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
So up next, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
No ball.
Bases empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And down on strikes. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Bart in the box again, takes a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Tied at 4.
Ball 1.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Swings through that.
2-2 the count.
Next pitch is outside. And now 3-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. This game's all tied at 4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Keller back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
0-1.
Strike 2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now.
Now
I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right
batting,
there, but he
the
didn't
right
give
fielder,
in. Pitch was
Juan
away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Keller throws over. That one pulled foul.
That's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch
And a
down.
ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Lindor around second, heading for third. To third, tag, got him.
Well, it's always a
Now
risk when you're
batting,
pushing for
first
third
baseman,
like that. A
Pete.
bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it, maybe a
Alonso.
little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Pete Alonso now at the plate. This guy with light tower power. And that drops in for a strike. Two outs. Fouled off. He was late. Going 2 now. And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Soto off of first with 2 away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that
Now
at bat.
batting,
A chance
the
now
left
to take the
fielder,
lead, and at this
Brandon
point in the game, that could be a deciding
Nimmo.
run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Mitch Keller will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Andrew
Pittsburgh.
Heaney will take over here.
Number 0.
Still pretty early in the ball game,
Andrew
so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. That one to first. Fair ball. Soto headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Reynolds hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Comes through with the RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So 2 down, So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That misses the zone, and that's ball three.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swung on, belted. That one back there. Boom goes the dynamite. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they tack on 3. It's 8-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And that one fouled off. That's inside. That one the other way, and foul ball. Out to short, Connor Falefa. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now an 8-4 score. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor makes the grab, one away.
The left fielder, number 29, Alexander.
So
Canario.
next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Alexander Canario. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera up and loosening in the pen. Brazoban, a right-hander, loosening up as well. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Triolo stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hit in the air, center field. Taylor ranging after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 7-8-9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mets 8 and the Buccos 4. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the sixth. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. On the corner for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Here's a 1-1.
8-2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Reynolds pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Beatty.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ball one there. That's a little bit low. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That misses the zone. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Now batting,
one gone runner at first. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and
makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. First offering, and it just misses. Beatty, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now 2-0. Just missed. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hayes makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
New York
We're in the
Mets.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound,
Number 92.
Genesis Cabrera.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the center fielder, Ji-Hwan Bae, 1 for 2. Cabrera, in his 6th season, he throws a cutter, a 2-seamer, a 4-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And that skips in the dirt. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And it's even up.
2-2 the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Out towards right center field. Soto going after it. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher.
Next to hit, Henry Davis. There's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first, and now 2 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
2 down, bases empty. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And that one missing low. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And the next pitch is way outside. And that's in for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Fires over to first. Frazier retired. That ends the frame. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 8 and the Buccos 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's Juan Soto. There's a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Out to center. Bay settles underneath it. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Comebacker to the mound. Over to first. That's the inning.
Now pitching for
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Oscar Brazoban.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Leading off for the
So digging in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes. That's a ball.
And that's in for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Brian Reynolds, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Not even close there. And that is ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. David Peterson appears to be getting loose. Garrett also getting ready. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The Mets leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And that one
ball two.
Cutting but missing down low. Next offering down in the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you got to love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez down to first with it. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here's Joey Bart now. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's in the dirt. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. And that's in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
50.
into the bottom of the 8th. Carmen Mlb. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now the Mets DH, Mark Vientos.
The designated hitter, Mark Vientos.
Misses outside, 1-0. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 the count.
And that's just foul. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
McNeil in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Ryan Barucki loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. He swings and fouls one off. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. And he's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
One out, runner at second. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And now it's even up.
I got a ball, one strike.
And a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Next pitch is outside. One out and a runner at second. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With two strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Look out! And it hit him. So first and second with two outs. And now here is Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Two on, two outs. Right down to shoot, and the count is 0-2. That one missing inside. And that's outside, and it's 2-2. In the air, right field. Dives, and it gets by. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Lindor stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the inside corner for a strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And that's through there for a strike. And we are underway. Lifted in the air, right field. Soto sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 10.
Brian Reynolds here.
Reynolds.
This guy's a threat from both sides of the plate.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto gets under it. Makes the catch, inning over. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Mitch Keller. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's
2
outside.
balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Kicks and fires. Line drive, caught. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Mark Vientos.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Juan Soto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
To the right side, Frazier handles, throws to first. They get the out on Soto.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
2 down, bases empty. Pete Alonso will hit next. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. There's the strike. Keller, 28 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Iowa. Fly ball to right. Reynolds sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Queens, now it's the DH, Joey Bart. Senga back to work. Outside, and that's ball 1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. In the air, right field. Soto going after it. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit.
Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next
That's
offering
ball
is
2.
downstairs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Now it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Jared Triolo in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Two outs. In there at the knees. And the count 1-1. Second inning here, no score. And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. That one felt good. His second of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Ji-Hwan Bae. This one popped up. And that is that. Cannonball coming. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's going to be Brandon
Nimmo.
Fastball gets the corner at the knees.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one just misses. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. On the ground, and foul ball. Keller, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this. Oh, you know, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil stands in. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Boots it. Still manages a throw. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They trail things here 2-0. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. Close one.
Ball
Doesn't
one.
get the call. And that's ball one.
1-0.
And another
Two balls,
ball.
no strikes.
Check
That's ball
swing,
strike.
and he held up. There's the strike. This one in the air. Alonso puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's Adam Frazier. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a foul out of play. Yo, one.
Well, he looks fresh out
No
there.
balls,
Just
2 strikes.
needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
And here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Flied to left his first time. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one inside, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. That one misses in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kiner-Falefa checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Did not go.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. Strike one. Kiner-Falefa off of first with 2 away. Late swing, foul to the left. The next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo makes the catch, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Francisco Alvarez. The other way. And foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bay on his way over. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Brett Beatty, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Bay on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Tyrone.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 outs. Foul ball there.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
And that one almost got him. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Joey Bart. And that misses. 1-0. And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And now the count is even. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Hayes stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The left fielder, number 29, Alexander.
Now here is
Canario.
Alexander Canario. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That's ripped. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Two on, one out. Triolo now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Next offering is in for a strike. Triolo tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. Two on, one out. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Up next for the Pirates, Ji-Hwan Bae.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
The 1-0. Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Henry Davis next to bat for the Bucks. Two outs to the right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time, and that is that. Pirates strand a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom four, here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Just missed.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That missed by a lot. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Stays alive. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Pete Alonso. Fought off foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. And
That's
ball one. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting the left
Here's
fielder,
Brandon Nimmo. He struck out swinging at his first
Nimmo.
at bat. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. Nimmo, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back. To kick the 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And a payoff pitch. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Soto round second, heads for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. The tag, safe. And they trail by 1.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
One out, runner at second. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Caught looking his first time up. That one outside. And that is ball one. In the air, center field. Bay settles under it. Drops into the glove. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
So digging in, Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time up. That's off the mark. Ball one. Tying run and scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Got him! They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Henry Davis. Senga back to work. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nimmo. And out number 1 on the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Frazier in the box now. No balls and a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1 down, base is empty. Check swing, called strike.
0-2 is the count.
Just misses with that one. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So 2 down now. And here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor sends it across the first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets 1. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Next offering is fouled back. And that one almost hit him. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, not close. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-1. Back here in Queens, now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Movement in the bullpen, Daniel Nunez getting ready to go. Cabrera also throwing. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Corrals it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the designated
This
hitter,
is Joey Barton. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one is downstairs. 1-1. One out, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Brian Hayes.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kodai Senga departs, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for the New
And
York
we've got
Mets.
ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Daniel
72.
Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Yeah.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And that keeps the inning going.
The left fielder, number 29, Alexander
Canario digs in now. A walk, and he's also singled. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez makes the play, and that is that. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Lindor.
And a base hit on the line. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. It's so impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
No outs, runner at first. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Lindor the move. Swing and a miss. Throw safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
With the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Now one missed.
2 strikes.
Just
That's it.
misses. And the count's even at 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Popped up right side. And it's caught for the out.
Going to have a little more discipline
Now
in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Rainey loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Barucki warming up as well. Runner at second here, 1 gone. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And misses inside. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And that is out of play. To the right side, and it hits the bag. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the inning. Mets leave 1, and our score remains 2-1. Back here at Citi Field, top of inning number 7 at the plate. Jared Triolo.
Number 19, Jared
Nunez,
Triolo.
a righty that throws with power. 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
Nope.
And that's a little bit high. Just missed.
Ball 2.
And another ball. That one misses.
No, that's in.
So a
Ball
leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Ji-Hwan Bae, the next Pirate to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held back, according to Ricky Holiday. 1-2 here.
That's ball 2.
Throw to first. Triolo back in on a dive. Nobody out. Runner at first. And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's down and away.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Feeds to second, out there. Over to Alonso, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. In there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Bucks go down quietly, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
Pirates
Pittsburgh.
with a new arm on the mound, Tanner Rainey.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Well, one-run game, and now the DH, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
That one hit the knees for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow.
Rob's a potential solo shot right there. That'll fire your team up, but even more so the player. I'm excited to see how they respond.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Francisco Alvarez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the 3-0 finds the zone. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. In for a strike, 0-1. Two outs. Late swing fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Davis gathers, throws to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 2 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
75.
Reed Garrett on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Garrett.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Adam Frazier, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one wrapped foul. Just missed. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Line drive and foul ball. That one misses. 2-2. On the ground, right side. Alonso takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. The shortstop takes the ball. Activity in the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Stanek, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. A little bit
Ball
low,
2.
and that's ball 2.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
High in the air, out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 10, Brian.
2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Brian Reynolds. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. On the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Out to short, Lindor. Throws across the diamond, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the
Now
8th.
pitching
Ryan
for the
Barucki.
Pirates,
And he's been fantastic
Number
this year.
43,
Really stingy in terms of allowing
Ryan
base runners. He's just got
Barucki.
great stuff that's tough to square up.
Well, one-run
Leadoff
game.
for the
Here's the
Mets,
third baseman,
the third
Brett
baseman,
Beatty.
Brett Beatty.
First offering, and it just misses. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dennis Santana loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Just missed. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's downstairs and outside. Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Grounds one to short. Connor Falefa whips it across. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine,
Now
but that doesn't
batting,
mean it's always
the
going to be
center fielder,
smooth. He delivered a good
Tyrone
play right there.
So up
Taylor.
next, Tyrone Taylor, 1 for 2. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Outside.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Swings and chases a low one there. Davis collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor. That
Ball
misses. Ball 1. And there's a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Just missed.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And that skips in the dirt. Two down, nobody on. To third, and it goes just foul. And the tying run is on base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
batting,
very
the
aggressive
right fielder,
secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Juan Soto getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Throw over to first. Back in safe. Really close.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Ball 1, no
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one fouled off.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Barucki gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Dennis Santana.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Dennis Santana.
So a change being made at first base. On a pinch run for the Mets, Jose Azocar.
Jose.
Big at bat now as the polar bear, Pete Alonso, steps in.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Heading for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score. We are tied at 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Joey Bart. Garrett back to work. Right through there for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. Going to count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Key Brian Hayes will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Ball 1 there. Just missed.
Outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next to hit, Alexander Canario.
Alexander Canario.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Good job to fight that one off. And that's downstairs. Ball 2.
2-2 the count.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Jared Triolo would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side in the ninth. So they make short work of him there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And here is Mark Vientos. And the first offering is not close. Just missed. That's inside, and that's ball 3. Jeff McNeil in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 1.
No outs, runner at first. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Strike 1.
You can see they're really trying to move that winning run into scoring position, try to get that sac bunt down, really have to make this out count.
Bunting, and he pops it up, and there's one down.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball scooped up, Key Brian Hayes.
He's out.
That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Poetry in motion there as the